Oh, electricity. A great boon to all of humanity ever since it was discovered in the 18th century. Just think about that madman with his kite in a thunderstorm. Or that Italian guy having fun with dead frogs. What a wild time for science. Since then, it found many applications. Some of them good, like you being able to watch this video, assuming that that can be considered a good thing. And some of them bad, like really bad. Imagine human here. If you didn't get it, something like this. Or at least the principle behind it. But I'm gonna embrace the full range of these discoveries to further my goals. Welcome to an unhinged dossier on Warframe. Now, what should I tell you that isn't glaringly obvious? The name kinda gives away the whole game, doesn't it? I mean, come on. Volt. What will his skill set be about? Electricity? Nah, yes, it's a bit more complex. But let's go one step at a time. And since he's one of the 3 starting Warframes, about a third of players should already be somewhat familiar with it. Probably. First and foremost, choice of footwear. And no, I'm not going crazy. Yet. Or more than usual. Our good man, no matter the terrain, will always cause the same effect as shoe sole on carpet. Whenever he moves, he begins charging, eventually building up enough power to jumpstart a fusion reactor. And whatever unfortunate soul comes into contact with him lights up like a Christmas tree. And no, not the festive and cheerful kind of lighting up. This having the funny side effect of effectively turning every single weapon in the game into a taser. Bow and arrow? Taser. Random shit-tier pistol? Taser. Wax stick? Taser. Or literally unarmed, even though that's only available under a few rather specific circumstances. In summary, using any conductive material as a switch to demonstrate the concept of contact charging. Or fast charging, if you will. But what if the voltage goes too high? Well, then we get ability number the first. If you've seen Thor in the first Avengers movie, or in any of them for that matter, or if you've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, then you already know what this is gonna be. Literally shooting lightning. Not quite from his fingertips, I don't think, but that's also not the point. Point is, it's big ouch. And this lightning will very much strike the same spot twice. If I will it to, or have to. Hello, damage. That is a myth anyway, right? Pretty sure. But playing catch with an electric arc is not the only thing Volt can do. No, far from it. Remember what I said about playing with dead frogs? However disturbing that sounds. See, if you put electric power through a muscle, it moves. Squatting with the press of a button? Interesting. Couldn't that be considered the invention of teabagging? What? Now if you overdo it or have no control, that might end rather poorly. I mean, there is a reason the body puts a limit on that, right? But there is a lot of force to be had with a bit of extra oomph. And Volt can do just that, but maybe a bit more gentle and controlled. I mean, imagine Volt using that ability and starting to play co-op. What a sight that would be. But what I'm trying to say, speed boost. He moved at certain speed before, he moved faster now. Simple. The next, I don't know. It's the most far-fetched up to this point. In a way. See, there is this concept for a sort of reactive armor using electricity, aptly named electric armor. The idea is that you have 2 conductive plates with some space between them and have those connected to a high current power source. When an incoming projectile punches through and causes a short, there will be extremely high current and it will vaporize the projectile. Sorry, back on track. TLDR, it's a shield. But taking a closer look at it, I think that my earlier rambling might just be an adequate explanation for it. Or we just chalk that one up to space magic and move on. Coming back to the more damaging end of the electric spectrum, Volt's, ultimate I think you'd call it, is closely related to a toxic work environment. Wait, what, you might think? But when I made that connection, I broke down laughing. And this is why. Suffice to say, that reflects on me as a person, but whether that's in a good or a bad way, I'm gonna leave that decision up to you. I don't think that's the kind of stress that was about, but whatever. But what it actually does, it EMPs and fries everything around you for a few seconds. Essentially like an open microwave, which doesn't actually do all that much. Or more like this, although a bit less flashy. Oh, and it stuns people who are just outside the danger circle. And now you too know how to Volt.
Something else dirty. Ah! There I go again.
Can't you just shut up?